The position of where you have the golf ball in between your feet in the address position is one of those fundamentals that does change a little bit throughout the bag of clubs. We've got so many different clubs in our bag and they're all trying to do a slightly different job from the next one. Right from the most lofted wedges that are going to hit those high shots that come down and stop, all the way through to the driver for those super long tee shots. The position of the golf ball needs to differ very slightly. If I have this golf ball here, and I've also just laid a stick down here, a club down between my feet so you can help see the golf ball position, and this is probably a really good exercise for yourself when you're practicing as well, to set up this marker, which will then help identify in the middle of your stance where the golf ball should be positioned. Now, as I'm standing here, I've got a sand wedge in my hands. Now, I'd like you to play most of your sand and pitch shots from the center of your stance. There are times when we might move the ball position back in the stance or forwards in the stance to manipulate the height of shot. But for a bog standard normal pitch or chip shot, let's go ahead and play it in the center of a slightly narrower stance. That should encourage me that when I strike the golf ball, I'm able to hit down onto the golf ball, taking a little divot, a little scuff of turf. As I change my club now and I go to a 7-iron, I'm going to move that ball slightly more forwards in my stance. So I bring it slightly to the front half of my stance here. Now, if I was to take a pitching wedge in the center of my stance and then go 9, 8, 7, it's going to be ½ an inch per club. So now it's 1.5 inches ahead of the center part of my stance. And again, this line here, this cane, points to the exact position where the golf ball should be positioned. As I make my swing there, it allows me to bottom the club out just on the golf ball, taking a nice slither of turf with a good follow through. Having the ball too far back in my stance, I might see the golf ball fly too low. Having the ball too far forwards, I might struggle to make good contact. So set up that 7-iron just slightly ahead of center and understand it's ½ an inch per club. So if you've got an 8 or a 6 or a 5, you can now work out where they should be positioned as well. Moving on to the driver, yes, the driver would normally be teed up, but you can also take the same principle into a driver, that we keep moving the ball further and further forwards until it rests now just on the inside part of my lead foot. So for me, that's my left foot. The ball sits just up against the instep. As I address the golf ball now, you can see it's well away from where it was with a sand wedge. It's moved quite a long way forwards. And for a lot of golfers, when they first do this, it feels really weird because now the ball feels like it's over there and it should have been in the middle of your stance, but it's over here. But understand the principle. It's there for a reason. It's there because we need to sweep the ball into the air. The driver doesn't have a great deal of loft. We want to sweep that ball up into the sky. So having it left of center for the right-handed golfer is a good position for the golf ball to be in. Next time you're at the driving range, place this club down on the ground, hit some wedge shots from the middle, 7-iron shots from slightly further forwards, driver shots from right up against that lead heel, and see how that can improve your consistency and improve your ball flight to hit all of these clubs better by having better ball position.